Now recording.
All right. Welcome back. Okay. So, just by quick recap, I know some of you went back and listened to the end of the last adventure. Um, the five of you are like acquaintances, friends from who knows what. We didn't really decide what. Um, but you've been in Huzus for a little while, um, doing some odd jobs, mostly because Essie wants to acquire an actual ship. So you're not limited to landlocked locations and you can actually get out there and do some real adventuring and possibly piracy. I'm not sure what her motives are.
That's exactly
uh,
what my motives are.
um while you were here, you got hired by a barber on the beach to to help his benefactor clear out 3 warehouses of little flameling creatures that were uh invading, and he wanted to set up shop again. And while you were clearing those out, you found a squatter, um, and you rescued a ghoul woman and returned her magic comb, or she says it's her magic comb. You had to break into a bathhouse, I believe, to try to steal the comb back, and the comb was already stolen from the bathhouse, and it was the whole thing. Um, but when you finished the mission, I believe you got paid a pretty chunk of money because Chris was able to go out and buy all of his little robots. So, in the intervening weeks since the last game, you've had a bit of a difficult time. You've been managing to scrounge up just enough money to pay for your room and board, but nothing. So your funds haven't gone up or gone down. You basically broke even.
I would have been.
Go ahead.
Um,
Barbing.
yeah, I would have been. Yeah, whatever the verb is.
Yes, the past tense of barber.
Barbara.
Or present tense. And when you do run into Taliba, she's constantly making these little, like, yay big clockwork animals that you can see his artwork here with the little cat and the little tank crab, and then the
crab.
rat. And every so often, one of them will be like buffed and marching around like it's on guard duty or something like that. And then the next day, it'll be a different one all buffed up, and the original one is back to normal. So she seems to be honing her craft and learning how to do weird things with it. Meanwhile, Akik is punching through planks of wood and practicing his ability to destroy property.
Yes.
Property
I'm doing
damage skills.
back and forth between that and being in quiet contemplation.
Right. I need to turn the fan on. It's warm in here. 1 second. There we go. Okay. But while all that is happening, we transfer over to a cutscene.
We've lost Jim somewhere.
No,
you haven't.
Yeah.
Jim's the most important.
Oh.
I've got my ears on. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
it looks like you were flicking in and out, so I was like, oh, I guess he just wants to be a background today.
Oops, the grid shouldn't be showing. Let me get rid of that grid. Okay. We see. I'm gonna move you guys off the map here. I'm just gonna leave Jim.
That's right, because only Jim is important.
We see a turbulent sea battle. A very large, triangular masted ship with bright red sails and a black flag is grappled to a much smaller dhow, which is the small sailing craft of the Arabic cultures, the big triangular sails. We're on the deck of the smaller ship, and there is carnage everywhere. A couple dead pirates, but mostly just slaughtered, unarmed soldiers or sailors. The few remaining survivors are backed against the railing of the ship as the other pirates are cheering and waving their cutlasses in the air. Some of them are hauling cargo from the smaller ship up some ropes to the bigger one. And standing in the middle of the pack of pirates is the obvious captain. And he looks like this guy. He's got glowing golden eyes and just snake motifs all over his armor. His little buttons look like little snake heads, and the pommel of his sword looks like a cobra. Yes, Hunter, I see you.
All of his information is on there, by the way.
It should be, is it? Oh, yeah. Thank you for telling
Oh,
me.
yep.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
Don't scroll down.
I did, but I didn't read it. I saw the
How did that? Oh, because I put it in.
I saw the header,
Yeah.
but I didn't read the actual what's underneath the header.
Okay. I'm going to fix that because I'm going to have another one here in just a second. And I bet it's the same way. Yep, it is. So as he watches his men cheer, he goes over to one of the surviving sailors and just cuts him down, just for no reason. The captain of the smaller vessel, who's obviously a little bit older than everyone else and dressed like the captain, so you can tell it's him. He's like, "No! Spare my men! Take me!" The pirate captain says, "I'm afraid I can't do that. You've seen my face. I leave no one alive who has seen my face." As he says that, the door to the back of the ship where the captain's cabin would be bursts open, and a monstrously huge woman comes through the doors. She is about 50% snake, and she is huge. And as she comes through the back door, she says, "Captain, look!" And she holds out a scroll case. One end of it's popped off, and there's a piece of parchment sticking out through. "I think it's some form of a map." The captain takes it from her, pulls it out, unrolls it, takes a look. We can't see it as the viewers, but he rolls it back up. He turns to the defeated captain, and he says, "Where does this lead to?" The captain says, I don't know." "Wrong answer," the captain says, and he stabs him in the stomach and kicks him off the ship. And as he does that, one of the other surviving sailors, who has very dirt-colored skin and like sand seems to bleed from his hair, kind of leaps up from the deck and he shouts, "No!" And he goes running toward the side of the ship to dive in after the captain. But before he gets to the railing, two massive longbow shafts just appear in his back as the camera kind of pans around to the snake woman with her longbow out, and the man falls face first into the ocean. The pirate captain steps to the edge and looks down, and we see the defeated captain's body floating on the surface of the ocean, but we don't see the man who followed him in. The snake says, "Should we make sure?" The captain says, "Nah, it's one of them Earth Genasi. Surely he's sinking by now. Men, grab all the rest of the gear, torch the boat. We head for Huzuz." And they all cheer, "Ah!" We cut to a boat, small, two-man craft out in the open seas. An older gentleman and his son, fishing net cast out into the ocean. The boy can't be more than like 13, is trying to haul on the net. He's like, Grandpa, it's heavy. I got a lot." The grandfather's like, "Oh, well, let me help you." And he comes over, and the two of them haul the net out of the water. And entangled in the net full of fish is the Earth Genasi that had just fallen into the ocean. And then we cut to the Earth Genasi standing in an office. You can see the minarets outside the window as he says something to the effect of, "So that's how it all went down."
Now I'm here.
Now I'm here. And the man you're speaking to is this man. He says, "Gadab, that is a tragedy. But surely the fates have smiled upon you that you made it here, back to Huzuz. So, what can I do for you? How can I be of service?"
Well, for now, I need a ship to find this man. I think that's what we decided on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like you are the only man to have seen the Viper and lived to tell the tale. This could be dangerous for you. Are you sure you want to pursue him?
I owe my captain that much.
Well, I will. You say he was in Huzuz?
Yes.
You've tracked him to here, yeah. Then I will ask around. I have contacts. I know people. I will see where he went. Where will you be staying? You give him a location. He gives you a pouch with 5 gold pieces. He says, "Here, please, find something to entertain you while I look into this."
Thank you.
And then for now, Jim, that's you.
All right, I'm out of here.
We'll get back to you. I promise.
You want to know who the people are he knows?
Wah! Meanwhile, the rest of you are going about your daily Huzuz life. When you receive, I'll say Essie receives a folded note with a wax stamp in it.
Oh
With an
boy.
R. Some kid comes running up to you, hands it to you, and then he takes off before he waits for any money or whatever.
Oh.
And as he runs off, he goes immediately to a candy vendor and starts spending money. So you assume somebody paid him to deliver the note. Assuming you read it, it is
Yeah.
basically an invitation to the offices of Rafiq Al-Badri. He has a proposition for you on a possible ship purchase. He
Does it
heard
say
you're in
when?
the market for a ship.
Alright, damn.
He gives you his office location, says after 6. He'll be there all evening.
All right, cool. I will, depending on how our schedules have been going about, I'll try and get as many people together as I can to go with me.
Okay.
Depending on, a barber's time that he's working and blah 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 blah. Everybody else.
Are we renting a
Yeah,
small
yeah, I'd
place,
say
or are we
you're-
staying in a tavern, or
That's up to you guys.
we sleeping on the beach?
Oh, I was fucking sleep on the beach. It's free.
Do we have we rented like a small hovel?
You can.
All right,
You know,
I'd probably be working
outskirts of Huzuz.
wherever we're staying. I'm probably working out of it.
Okay. I would imagine Taliba would be inside tinkering most of the time, if not shopping for parts, and it being, later in the day, you're probably back. And Akik probably has a whole little mock set up in the backyard that he can punch and kick and meditate around. Abdul, I'm not sure. Maybe he spends a lot of time whispering to himself and talking to his ring and being really creepy.
Wonderful.
But yeah, let's say you can find everybody back at the place. It's early enough that Zafir still has his little barber chair out, and he's like just finishing off a portly customer with a fine trimmed mustache.
Oh, there you go, Fusser. Excellent, excellent.
He's looking in his mirror. Yes, Yes, I love it. This is just what I wanted.
Yes, yes. That will get you all the women.
Haha! That's what I like to hear. And for that comment, an extra dinar for you. And he pings
Oh,
you an
excellent, excellent. If you don't mind, sir, take this dinar and you see that street urchin over there eating candy?
I
No,
do.
There's no candy. Give it to him.
You are so generous. Never have I met a man as generous as you, he says, full of shit.
You do me such great honor, sir.
He bows deeply, and then, if I am ever in need of another trim, I will surely come and find you. And then he
Insight
wanders
check.
You can certainly try.
off. Yeah, if you're even here.
Oh, I don't know if I got back yet.
We'll say right around now you're walking up as this guy's like effluviating all over Zephyr, which sounds awful, but it's really just.
Sounds gross.
It does.
It does.
Hush
You
you.
should be here listening.
Give me, you are a terrible haircut.
Did you
Oh,
see
hi.
Chris change his token to represent the haircut you gave him? You probably don't recognize the old one, but
Kinda. I don't remember the old one. I just know Akik would be terrible to cut his hair.
It's not hair, it's fur, you dimwit.
I know, exactly.
Right, well, yeah,
Need the
you-
barber.
yeah, so you're like packing up your stuff as you see Essie showing up.
I'm gonna go sit in the barber chair.
Okay.
It's just a regular house chair.
All right, I'm gonna go sit in the house chair.
That's Jeremy.
That is Jeremy.
Yep.
I'm gonna go sit in the chair, and then I'm gonna hold up the letter behind me.
Rent is not due for another week.
Read it.
I don't know if I can read.
What?
Yeah, you can.
No, I know. I'm just joking. I am joking. All right. What does it say? Everything that you've already.
Yeah.
Says we're gonna go buy a ship.
No, is.
A ship? Why do we need a ship?
To go sailing, obviously.
No, Fizz.
Have you heard of this Rafik El Badari before?
This.
Is that the?
No.
No, that's not
Fizz.
who we helped previously.
It's not the guy that
Oh,
hired you, but the
Okay.
guy who hired you said he represented somebody
No, Fizz.
else.
Okay.
Am I
no.
aware of the name?
Yeah, have we heard anything
Make an
around town
investigation.
or
Make an
anything?
investigation roll. Or history if you're better at that.
Investigation.
Hey, go, Mama.
Are you all done?
Oh my god, you're so heavy.
Oh, I'm better at investigation. Did it work?
Oh,
Ah,
you have heard of him.
Okay.
He seems to be a general
what kind of man
merchandise
is he?
kind of salesman, but he does deal in shipments to and from Uzuz. I am finding that I lost something, and now I'm getting worried.
So he's a merchant.
Yes.
He doesn't have like. Well, all right. You don't. I'm addressing her. He's just a merchantman. He's doesn't have any shady business.
not that I am aware. Am I aware of if he's
Not that
shady?
you not that you've heard.
No, not that I've heard. And even if he was, why would that be a problem?
I don't know. Don't you find it strange? Have you been asking about to purchase a ship?
Yeah, of course. I want to be on the sea. She kind of looks at herself like, why would I want to stay on land when I am basically water?
Okay. Do you have a crew?
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, you guys.
I look down at my hands, my baby hands, that know nothing harder than a pair of scissors.
Oh, thank God! I almost thought I lost these rules. Oh.
I'm not sure. And then I look over to Akik, and I see him like breaking some boards or something.
fun.
don't think we're capable of piloting a ship.
I do the piloting.
No,
Can you cook?
no,
No.
no.
That's why I cut hair.
You cut hair. You use scissors. You're using a knife is just half of a scissor. So figure that out, and you could be the chef. Aki can help with.
Yes.
Can you fucking hear her right now? This is so
Yeah.
distracting. Aki can help with getting all the muscly stuff, getting the sail set, being, enforcement. Taliba
I
can.
tell you what, I hear Taliba?
Taliba, yeah.
Taliba?
Taliba?
Taliba? Which is it?
Toiba?
Taliba. How about we have Taliba build us a crew?
I mean, that'll take forever.
Have you
Do see
seen
how
the
long it-
things that she's constructed lately?
Please hold. Also, yes, but have you seen how long it took?
Have you seen her crab? Oh, very well. I'll just go off and fuck myself.
With your tiny hands.
Wow. I had
Akik, have you heard this nonsense?
I think it could be fun. I have never been on the sea and only admired it from the shore.
That's the spirit.
You are a strange one. I have never heard of a cat that likes water.
I am not a cat, you monkey.
Oh.
Well, whatever floats your boat.
Besides, I am curious. Oh. I see what you did there.
So it's settled. We're going, and we're gonna go get a ship.
I
What
guess
about
if we
the
must.
others? Don't they have a say?
I mean,
I don't know. Are you the captain of this group?
yes, I am. I'm the one who has naval experience. What experience do you guys have?
Well, I can use a navigator's tools and perhaps do some maintenance. But if you want a whole mechanical crew, well, I am afraid they are not that intelligent, and I cannot maintain a whole crew myself.
Neither is a ship's rower. They're practically slaves. They don't need to be intelligent. They just need to row an oar.
You can make plenty of machines that can help with small repairs on the boat. I also can use navigator's tools and woodworking tools to do repairs. So that's all handled.
Hunter, do
We
you
have-
have the sea ships or water ships skill?
Yes, water vehicles, yeah.
Okay, can you roll that real quick? Use your intelligence as the modifier.
Okay. Wait,
All right,
hold on.
that's
No, that looks like an
That's just your
intelligence.
intelligence.
Oh wait,
so
I
you
didn't
have
know
another-
if I could click it.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you can. Zephyr's not wrong technically because you
Yes.
could run a small ship with like 4 or 5 people, but only if you want to sail for 8 hours a day. If you want to sail continuously throughout the day to cover vast amounts of space, whatever, you need a decent, 12-man crew.
I don't want to pay people.
But none of us know that. Only you know that.
She knows that, yeah.
Yes,
right.
I know that.
Having served on a ship, you've been one of those crew members.
Yes. I suppose if you're really going to be a little delicate daisy about it, we could hire some people.
Well, I
I'm
wouldn't
starting
quite
to
say
think that
delicate
Zephyr is
daisy.
afraid of the water.
Well, look at
Water
it.
is good. Water is cleansing. We wash your hair in water.
Not salt water. From the ocean.
True, that'd be so damaging.
Dry it out, yeah.
We use.
You're
what
having
we
this
have
conversation as she's subtly guiding you down the street towards.
Yes,
the
I'm gonna
guy's
start
office.
talking, walking us out.
Like, we can
And
keep
don't-
talking about this as we.
What about the dark one?
Where is he?
I don't know. The one that was
Oh, yeah.
being
Chris
all
hasn't said
depressed
anything.
in the back room by himself.
Zafir, get out here.
Yes,
That's
fear.
me.
No, fuck
I
off.
am Zafir.
Abdul.
Abdul, get out here.
I
Zafir,
think-
shut up.
His camera's not on, so I can't even tell if he's.
Yeah.
doing
I'm
AFK or
here.
not.
I'm
Oh,
just
there he
What kind
is.
of warlock
like
is he?
going over the character sheet and trying to remember.
I'm not
what
sure
he
what kind of
actually
warlock he is
does.
because she's level 3 now. So I think he was doing
who is his
Genie,
patron?
right? right?
Yeah, but that's your patron. It's not your pact.
Right. I do recommend the talisman just because it goes so well with the genie, but you don't have.
It doesn't
to.
really do anything. It lets you.
You can hide
add
in it.
Huh?
It
No.
lets you hide in it.
Nope.
But yeah, Jim did it
That's
in the
the
Forgotten Realms
genie's
game.
vessel. That's not the talisman. All the talisman does is let you roll a d4 to add to ability checks.
But I don't think you get
That-
the
that's-
vessel without the talisman. I'll have to look it up later.
Yeah, they're completely different things.
I think Jim's thing was from the Genie Pact that is the official one. and
Right.
This.
Which is the one I'm
right, which
using.
that's one Chris is doing too because he doesn't
Oh.
want to have to put all this stuff in from the book. Which
Okay.
means you're
Yeah, no, the
missing out on the
talisman's
cool shit.
unconnected to the genie. It's like a gift from the genie. It's a necklace or something.
Right.
Don't
Thought they
worry,
were
Abdul will be
connected,
agreeable.
but Abdul will come along, or maybe he won't. I don't know. Are you going along,
Oh,
Abdul?
about that.
I'm going along.
Okay. He's like pouring through some notebook trying to figure something out in the background, not really paying attention.
That sounds good, right?
It's
He
like he's
seems
looking
very
at his phone
sad
or something.
all the time, and he talks to himself. Have you ever seen him when he's by himself? He's talking to
Didn't
himself.
we all hop inside the genie's lamp or something at one point? I can't remember.
I think
In-
you did.
In the Forgotten Realms game, we did. I don't remember doing it in this game.
I think he did
Maybe
himself.
you did. Maybe you did.
I don't remember why.
At least I did. I don't remember if
The
all of
hide
us
from
did.
someone.
Yeah.
Hide from the ghost,
Oh, yeah, okay.
the cursed spirit that was haunting us.
Yeah.
Remember, we were cursed because we
Yep.
stole from that
Yep.
tomb.
That,
Oh,
little,
yeah.
that little bird spirit was chasing you around.
I think he went in there to see if it would follow him. 'Cause my memory could be wrong. I'm
Yeah.
not saying I'm right. I'm just,
I
that's
only
how
have-
I remember. it.
I remember the bathhouse.
Yep, that was the last game.
Yeah, that was before the bathhouse.
Yes.
So you,
So here-
as you wander through the back streets of Huzuz to a large office building.
I give them a shortcut.
I
Oh,
already
that
have a
Oh, yeah,
short.
you're
With
from- yeah.
scissors.
No. I know a way. It's even shorter. Follow me.
Cuts through a
Like
couple of dark
A
alleys,
bob.
and you see a couple unsavory people that if you weren't a group of 4 or 5, they probably would have tried to accost you. But I think Akik alone probably kind of makes them back down a little bit. When you come
Elzebub,
out,
put that away, Elzebub. These are innocent people. Come through. Come through.
like you know everybody in Huzuz. You pop out of like a back lane behind some of the bazaars that are all closing up shop, and you see the office building that the address has. It is multiple people's offices, but a quick check of the filing system at the front desk lets you know the office that Rafik works in. And as you make your way to his hallway, knock on the door. He opens the door, and he says, "Welcome. You must be Essie,
That's
tell
me.
Taiba."
Yeah.
and Bzz- Bzz- Don't tell me. Nafine. No.
The one in.
Anyway, let me not embarrass myself. Please, come in. And you
we-
enter into his office. Well, what?
Are we all there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. He ushers you into his office. It's an opulent little office. It's got tapestries hanging from the walls, and it's Oh, did I have a description of him? I did.
And we have a picture.
Yeah, you got the picture, but I have his statted out thing somewhere. Because I had like, I thought I had a description of his office, and an older merchant of Huzuz bears the marks of long life in the bazaar. Black beard streaked heavily with gray, trimmed neatly, and his dark eyes hold a spark of humor despite the years. He dresses with flair, favoring flowing robes of deep purple trimmed with gold thread. His office is small but tidy, displaying polished lamps, painted pottery, and wall-sized tapestries. The reputation that you gathered from what you knew already is that he is known as a fair dealer and a steady presence in Huzuz. He has the air of a man who enjoys conversation as much as commerce, happy to share stories and gossip with travelers willing to listen. He says, "Please have a seat." And he has like 3 chairs. You kind of have to choose who sits, but he sits down behind his desk.
I'll stand.
I sit right in the middle, right across from the desk.
Now it has come to my attention that you seek a ship. Are you a sailor by trade,
I am
Captain?
trying to be.
That's what I like to hear. Have you ever sailed aboard a dhow?
Yes.
You have not known the sea until you've sailed on the deck of a dhow. She cuts the waves like a scimitar through silk, fast enough to dance rings around the fat-bellied merchants in their clumsy galleys.
Does that sound like
Sails.
bullshit?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
As
Okay.
someone who's been on them, they're like the small, sleek little. Well, they're varying sizes.
Mm-hmm.
I think Abdul is
But-
doing an insight check.
Yeah, I don't have that page. He's a salesman. He might be blowing things up a little bit, but he hasn't talked about the specific boat yet. He's just talking about dhows in general at the moment. And he goes on, and I could keep reading this nice little description I've got, but I won't. Yeah, ChatGPT is brilliant. So give me a sales pitch for a dhow. No problem. I love it. He says, and I just so happen to have such a craft. She is called the Enchantress,
That sounds like the perfect vehicle for me.
and she is for sale. And she
You
has
say hello?
upgrades. I have invested pretty pennies into her
Alright,
her
can I hand them back
better
to
statistics,
Penguin?
and
I'm not sure how
No.
I can hear you right now.
Please.
yeah, true.
No, please.
Oh, she's back. And not only does she come with improvements, but if the price is right, she comes with a prepaid crew. I have paid them for 1 year, and they're looking for a
Are they
job.
trustworthy?
They are some of the finest crew I've ever dealt with.
I'm
In
gonna make
fact,
an insight check to see if I can figure out if he's actually dealt with more than this one crew.
Okay. You. Let me look at his stats here just to see. Okay, he sounds like he's dealt with a few. Dealt with a few.
Hmm.
He says, Talia makes the finest meals on the sea. You'd think you're eating out of a diner.
Oh, you see
Jura.
that? We already have a cook.
And Jura is the best carpenter this side of Hayal.
Oh, good, because Akik breaks boards like you have never seen before.
I only break boards that need breaking.
Yes, please don't break the boards of the Enchantress. Jura would have a problem with that, as would Samira. Samira has been with the Enchantress since she slid off dry dock. It's like her baby.
So why
If
is
you-
it for sale?
Because I don't have the time, the efforts, the ambition to maintain a ship of this quality. And, truth be told, there's a catch.
Oh, okay.
If we make this deal and we can agree on a price, then if you're not busy and maybe I need something done, then maybe you come to me. And in lieu of payment, I just remove it from your debt. Kind of an on-call sailor, captain, merchant. I will admit, sometimes I might ask you to move some things that are not exactly legal. But I will come up with as many of the payments and passports and permits as possible. Ooh, I like the P words there for a second.
All right, let's cut to the chase. What are you thinking is the debt?
Ah, well, that's where negotiation comes in. I'd like to try to see how well you are at negotiating. And now
Just
I
to be
lost
clear,
my-
though, the
Yes.
debt is hers and hers alone, right?
That is between you and her, I suppose.
Jamie, I whisper, like, I do not wish to be beholden to anyone. I already have one pact. That is too much.
So
Yes,
this is for the DM.
yes.
How much is what he's talking about worth? Do I know?
Okay, the average Dow, brand new, is between 10 and 15,000 gold.
Oh,
That's
Now,
like
what
fresh off the.
That's fresh
Off
off
the,
the dock. Now, what I have done is I have created a 3-part negotiation.
okay.
One is for the cost of the boat. One
Mhm.
is for the cost of the upgrades that he's already installed that he'll threaten to take off if you don't buy them.
Okay.
And one is for the 1-year prepaid crew, at which point you can haggle their deals in a year's time. And it's all based on your roll versus his roll.
Okay.
Not just flat numbers, but literally the amount you beat him by or he beats you by is the amount that the price changes. Like,
Okay.
I thought this out way in advance. I wanted it to feel like you're buying a used car.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going through enough of that already. Don't
I know,
bring
that's
real
why it
life
was funny
into-
when you mentioned it, and I was like, that's funny, because I was going to do that. Would you
Okay.
like the undercoating?
I use a car and a shady deal where we have to do things for him.
Well, that's actually the 4th part of the negotiation, is when he does a job for you, you can negotiate how much comes off the loan.
Hmm.
Because the way the original Al Qadim book went is every item had 3 prices. There was the asking price, the actual price, and then the haggled price. So if you went to a merchant and you wanted to buy something and you both rolled your haggling skills, if he won, you paid the asking price. If you won, you paid the bargain price. And if you tied or whatever it is, then you got the normal. Or if you didn't want to haggle, you could just pay the normal. So I kind of did that with this. I have an asking price, which is outrageous. And then after you do the rolls, I'll tell you what it ends up being settled on. You can negotiate as a group, but only one person actually gets to roll the persuasion skill. And it's going to be a persuasion skill. So he starts out and he tells you, this ship is a fabulous 2-master. They usually only have 1, but I made the arrangements to have a 2nd, which increases your speed.
1 bedroom, 2 bathroom.
Well, more like 30 hammock, but you can operate it with a crew of 12 easily enough. So, we'll start the negotiations at 11,000.
Old is this ship?
She is about 3 years old, 3 and some
Okay.
change. Fairly recent, fairly new. And if you wonder where the old captain went, He was trying to bring some things into Huzuz that I did not authorize, and they were not legal, and the rest of his crew was not aware, and he is now rotting in the Caliph's prisons beneath the capital.
We should do a full inspection of the ship first.
Oh, a shrewd negotiator. Somebody wants to see the goods before making payments. This can be arranged.
That's a good idea.
Then let us travel down to the docks. Follow me, follow me. And we'll do like a clock wipe from Star Trek or Star Wars as we are now walking down the beach in Huzuz, and he is marveling and talking to, telling you about this building here used to be this, and this building over here is this, and Zafir knows some of this, and some of this is made up. But he does seem to know a lot of the merchants. He stops and shakes hands and asks somebody how his mother's doing and things of that sort. And he comes around a quarter into the main dock area. And at first you see this big, like 4-masted dhow merchant ship, and you think that that's where he's leading you towards. But then he walks past it, and behind it you see the Enchantress.
The worst hunk of junk in the galaxy.
It looks like that.
I made the Kessel run in 12 parsecs.
12 pieces.
You keep telling yourself that, buddy.
She looks like that.
Isn't a parsec a unit of distance?
And he says,
not time?
Yeah.
This, my friends. Where did it go? Damn it. I have too many folders. This is Al
Now you
Sahira,
know how I feel.
the
running
Enchantress.
werewolf games.
And he shows it to you.
Are there, and you meant for that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. This is all meant because I've got a whole GM section underneath on this one.
See, oars. That's why we need mechanical crew.
Yes, it has 12 oars, 6 to a side. So yeah, in a real emergency, you could get everybody aboard. As he leads you toward the ship, a woman walks down the gangplank, and she. I'll do the tokens for this one instead of doing the handouts. She walks down the gangplank. She says, "Rafik, are we sailing or not? Who are these people?" He says, "Why, these, Samara, may be your new captains." Captains? Well, she would be the captain. Samira kind of uncrosses her arms, puts them on her hips, kind of standing in a posture, blocking the gangplank as she's looking you up and down. She says, she throws out a question about boats.
Mhm.
I want you to make a ship skill check or tool skill. Now, here's the thing: you have 3 choices. If you roll intelligence with your skill, then like statistical data.
Mhm.
If you use wisdom, then you give more of a feeling of how it's like to sail on a ship. And if you choose charisma, then you just play up the beauty of the ships and what you like about their details. You see what I'm?
Yeah, so I'm gonna do intelligence because
Because that's your
although
strongest.
she has, charisma's my strongest, but as someone who has sailed on a ship, it's important that she knows if I am the captain, I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
So I would point out things about it, like, oh, I know that this does this because of this, and just like things that are maybe something that needs to be approved on the ship that I see immediately, stuff like that.
Right.
Oh, that sucks.
12's above it. 10 is normal. 5 is
Yeah.
easy. It's not quite a 15 or whatever, so it's not exceptional, but you show that you at least understand the basics of a ship.
Yeah.
She begrudgingly sighs, and she kind of walks backwards up the gangplank and then turns. She says, "Well then, welcome aboard the Enchantress. As you can see, she's a fine vessel." She's kind of pointing out details that you would know. The rest of these guys are kind of like, hearing words and terms that mean nothing to them.
Mhm.
And as she's walking toward the back of the deck, you see a halfling woman stirring a pot, and the smell coming out of the pot just smells delicious. And the the halfling looks up and says, "Oh my, who are these folks?"
Oh my god. Oh my god, I love her. Oh my god. We have to buy it. Sorry guys, we're buying it. You can all leave.
I shake
We're
my
fine.
head.
Oh my god, she's so cute.
Kind of looks like
Oh.
the Hobbit from Rings of Power.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Like, bless your hearts, you guys are so sweet. You want to try this, sweetie? She takes a
Mike.
little ladle of the.
Oh my
stew.
god,
What accent is
yes.
that? Where are you from? Is your
What,
father
you-
the admiral?
I was afraid that would come up. Because I don't do Southern so great. But my RP notes are bless your heart. Got it. All I needed. That's the phrase to get in character. Oh, bless
All
your
right.
heart.
My
Yeah, the
god.
admiral definitely got around.
Well, she's a little
Oh.
halfling, and she sees Taliba. She's like, "Oh, you're cute as a button.
Oh,
There's a rat on your shoulder. You notice a little rat on your shoulder?
Oh,
What was
Is that one of them?
her.
Is that one of them mechanical rats? Don't let Jura see that. Whoa! No, don't you dare.
why? Does she have something against the automatons?
Oh, Jura? No, he might want to take it apart though. He's a gnome like you.
Hmm.
Ah,
So we might appreciate it. Interesting.
Samira's like, Talia, we have other things to see. Thank you. Have you seen Haroon? Oh, I think he's in the captain's quarters downstairs. Very good. She continues the tour. She takes you to the way back, where the steering, rudder, whatever it is. As you head into that area, you catch the tail end of a conversation as a gnome that is sitting on a barrel, whittling something. He's got a tool belt covered in tattoos. He's like, I don't know, man. I always thought that poems had to rhyme. And his back to you is a tall figure who says, well, you don't understand the finer writings. They don't always have to rhyme. Sometimes it's about the phrasing and the... Oh, hello. And he turns around, and he is a large hobgoblin fella. And Samira says, Kasim, this is... I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. And Rafik says, this is Essie. She is considering buying the ship. Kasim says, well, she looks capable. And I assume all these folks are with her.
Yes.
The gnome, sitting down, stops his whittling as he takes a look, gets up, he hops off the barrel, and walks up to Liba, because he's about her height. And he says, may I? He puts at your rat.
Oh, well, yes, if you are careful. I haven't reinforced the frame yet, but
He
and
will
I'll hand him the
gingerly,
bag.
yeah, he gingerly takes it from you. He's holding it with an air of somebody who understands breakability. And he kind of gets his little pinky in there and kind of turns one of the gears a little bit, and then lets go and watches the rat move a second. And he's like, "Yeah, I like these folks." He sets it back on your shoulder. So this is Jura. He is our carpenter. He has designed most of the improvements to the Enchantress. Jura, can you go get Haroon? I don't really want to go downstairs just yet. It's still a mess. Yeah, no problem. And he's already hopped off the barrel, so he heads out to the center of the deck, pulls up a gangplank, and he goes down a ladder. Samara turns to you, Essie, and says, "So what do you think so far?"
I think it's, it's good. It's nice. I like the crew a lot. There are definitely
haven't
places
met
that
them
could
all
use some
yet.
improvement.
Well, like what?
I'm gonna say a random ship thing that seems like, might be like this could be improved to increase like functionality a little bit. Something I'd seen from a previous ship, and
Give me another water vehicles roll. Sorry.
right here.
Okay. All right.
Where's
It's-
my 20s and 21s?
Yeah, right. It's a minor nitpick that you point out.
Mhm.
And there's this moment as she kind of looks at you like, serious? After she says that, you hear, "Oh, who's that?" from above you, and a kid drops onto the deck. He's maybe 12, 13, little halfling. She's like, "Hello,
Oh,
little fish."
Jesus.
He says, "Who are these folks?"
Ship with little people?
He's a half elf. And Rafik says, "Aha! There you are, little fish. Here, I got this for you." He pulls it in his pocket. He pulls out a little candy wrapper thing. He's like, "Ah, thanks, Rafik. Who are these folks?" Well, this is Essie, and she might be purchasing the ship. Oh, no way! We can get out of port finally? Can we go do something? That'll be awesome. He kind of runs over to you and he's like holding your hand. "Please buy the ship. I'm so tired of being stuck on the land."
Yep. Why is there a child here?
Well,
Who do you belong to?
Little fish found his way on the ship when we were docked in Hayal, Samira. He was an orphan there and fleeing oppression, I suppose. "That guy beat me," says the little fish. He's like, yes. We're not going to get into your details, little fish. But he has proven to be a very good deckhand. And he's great in the rigging for his size. Yeah, and I can tie a great knot.
Wonderful.
He ties an adequate knot.
She'll just pat his head and be like, you can go do something else now.
"Little fish, can you go find Damari for us?" Yeah, he's in town. I think he's buying a new spear." "Yes, go find him." And he runs off. "I'll be back, don't leave." He runs down the gangplank and heads into Jesus. And at that point, the hatch is still open, and Jura comes out. He's like, "Yeah, so anyway, I figure next time I'm gonna rearrange the..." And he's just gabbing about something. And after he comes up the gangplank, a air genasi shows up.
Oh my god, we really only need an Earth Genasi.
And the earth genasi is mysterious with glowing blue eyes. And he says, "Jura,
Great.
these are the folks you mentioned? The stars have shone wisely on the elements coming together. This is truly a fortuitous day." Behind his back, Samira kind of makes eye contact with you, Essie, and then kind of rolls her eyes a little bit, like she's exacerbated by this guy, but whatever. She says, "Harun is our navigator.
I see.
Despite his bluster, he is rather good at his job." "Why, thank you, Samira. Now, if I could get back to my charts, I think a storm is coming, and I must track it."
I slowly nod and then look at Samira. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Samira again, and just like, I get it.
I
He
want
kinda
to
bows.
elbow.
Yeah.
I want to elbow Abdul, and I want to point at the two gnomes, the male gnome and Taliba,
Yeah.
and then I want to make an inappropriate hand gesture, and then I hold up 4 fingers,
Okay.
and then I produce a denier from my pouch,
Yeah.
and I'm like, do you
you're
want
trying
you want to
make a
bet?
wager? I don't know if Chris is paying attention, but I think
I'm
it's fine.
paying attention.
Okay. Oh, you're eating.
No, I'm not eating.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Actually,
Sorry, go ahead.
Abdul is going to take his leave. He says he has a prior engagement,
Okay.
but he's going to send his younger brother, who's going to be working for them. His younger brother Hashish to meet the crew.
Oh.
So he leaves, and a younger facsimile appears.
Okay. You shape changing.
Yes.
You might need to make a bunch of multi tokens for me if you're gonna.
Yeah. And he has the bearing of someone that's more in the financial bracket of the crew.
Okay.
And he's said he's been sent to
So
meet
you-
the crew.
So you leave the ship and then come back as somebody else.
Yes.
Is there any kind of a signal that the rest of your party members would even know it's you?
I kind of like give a wink and a hint towards Zafir.
When you leave and then you're gone for like 5 minutes or whatever, and you come back,
Yeah.
Rafik is like, "Excuse me, can I help you? This is a private party."
My older brother Abdul has graciously offered me a job on the ship, assuming they purchase it.
I was going to
You
say,
sent me
it's
to-
not your ship yet.
He has sent me to meet the crew,
I see.
as I
Well,
will be working with them.
I see. How
Have
many
not
people
my,
are in your group?
my
He
brother's
says to
skills.
Essie. I thought you were
Enough.
Oh.
Well, if Abdul is subbing out his brother,
Hmm.
still 5, different person.
I see.
I elbow Abdul's brother, make the same inappropriate hand gesture.
Abdul's brother finds
This
his
time,
inappropriate
I hold
joke.
up 5 fingers, and then hold out a denier.
Abdul's brother finds it much more amusing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I'm guessing Taliba sees none of this.
So do you not want in on this bet?
I guess not.
So as you're given the finer details to look over, and Samir is going over, basically the Carfax of the boat, like the places it's been since it left dry dock, the types of missions it's
The
done.
accidents it's had.
Yeah, it hasn't had any accident. It's fairly young, and like Rafik says, she's been with the ship since it came off dry dock, so she knows almost everything about it. And the way she talks about it, you think it was her little sister or something. There's a connection to the boat that she doesn't seem to have with other people. But as this is happening, you hear, "I found him!" And running up the gangplank is Little Fish, followed by a hulking humanoid with an elephant's head.
Loxodon.
Dumari, with his big massive spear. Dumari is the harpooner of the ship. Dumari walks
What
aboard.
do we need a harpooner for?
Well, ask ChatGPT. It gave me rolls for everybody.
For water fights,
And-
obviously.
And then it gave me like a tabaxi or something, and I said, "I don't need a tabaxi. Give me something more exotic." It's like, "How about a loxodon?" Yes, please. Dumari comes aboard, and he says, "These are them little fish." He goes, yeah. She's gonna buy the ship, but she's gonna take us out of here. He kind of leans in, and he's like towering over you. And he kind of bows. And I hope we can be advantageous to one another.
I will do my best.
And so this is my handout I made for everybody.
Good, because I needed those names. Because
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm not even gonna try.
Yep. Nope. I was going to share them each individually. I may still do it, but I like this because you can see them as a group portrait. And you get the full frame image of each of them instead of the token, which I like.
That's awesome.
Rafik says, shall we return to my office and negotiate the details?
Yes, that sounds good. All right, before we get back, who has the best persuasion? Mine's +2.
+5.
Jesus.
-1.
I don't think that's it. I don't think that's the one.
Definitely not. In fact, in the last game when I was listening to it, apparently I tried to convince people of things and ended up fucking things up because it was so bad. I just failed the rules.
So, Brother Hashish is going to try to mingle with the crew a bit. And
hang
basically, it's... I suppose it's deception, but could make an argument for investigation, but basically it's trying to get a vibe for the different characters and see if there's any bad actors in the crew.
is this the whole crew, or are there nameless members that are just?
This is it. The ship can run on a skeleton crew of 4, like I was saying before, but operationally it likes 15. So this would give you 12, which is in the ballpark.
How tall is this Loxodon guy?
Like 6'4", I think.
Taller than you.
So what would you like for a roll for that?
Well, we'll get to that in a second. Because I'm going to say... yes, shut up, Jim.
I believe that's normal.
It was the best looking picture of all the ones it gave me, and there were a lot.
That's
Just
normal
look so
for
friendly.
ship crew. I think is the
surgeon is the cook.
chef
Yeah.
and the surgeon are the same person.
Because they already have the knives.
They know their way around knives.
And Kasim the Whip has a whip. It seems like his signature weapon on his hip.
Sorry, that rhymes. It was funny.
And a roll of well, secretly it's poetry, but again, this is all ChatGPT gave me personalities for everybody. I'm like, yes, the quartermaster who likes writing poetry. I love it. The Air Genasi obsessed with the sky. I did, and none of it was good.
Well, he doesn't have to be good.
I know.
He
That's
just
why.
likes it.
That's actually what sparked my imagination of the two of them arguing. Like he's trying to show his poems to the gnome who doesn't give a shit. It's like,
We all like playing role-playing games, but none of us are good at it.
That's true. That's true. All right. So if you linger, you're not going to be part of the negotiations because they're going back to negotiate pricing right now. And it's going to take you a good hour or two.
While
to mingle
she
with
was
everybody.
doing the once over on the ship, he would try to interact with them. But
Well, then I will give you deception with disadvantage
okay,
because you're trying to get a rushed conversation with everybody.
I want to interact with Talia.
Okay.
I bet you do.
Oh, hello. Did you want a bowl soup?
I want to
You gonna
give
be here long
her.
enough?
I want to give her high praise. I have to say that I just love your braids. They're very tight and very well done.
Make
And you
a-
have so many of them. It must be so hard working with food and having such long hair.
Make a persuasion or performance or
I'm not trying to do anything.
No, I know, but you're being charismatic. So I want a charismatic-y role. Right.
It makes no difference. They're both +1.
All right. She kind of blushes a little. She's like, "Oh, you're so sweet." No,
And
I tie it back when I'm cooking. It's
You
fine.
say
it's fine.
you're the surgeon as well?
I know my way around a knife.
Oh well, so
And
do
there's
I.
there's like an eyebrow cock, and you think there might be something more to that phrase. The way she says it.
I will have to admit that if my patron chooses to purchase this ship, that I myself am quite handy with a knife and a surgeon. That's I am a barber by trade.
Oh
That
my!
I could alleviate some of your workload. I cannot cook. I'll be honest. Talia wanted me to cook. She's
I'm
not
Talia.
very smart.
You mean Taliba? You mean
No.
Essie?
Essie.
You mean
Sorry.
darling?
Essie. I don't know. Whatever her name is.
I'm
Like I said,
hurt.
She's not very smart. She thinks
Can
I
I hear this?
Oh, you're gone. You are long gone negotiating.
No, wait. Is she the only one that went
I
back?
would
You
have.
guys were all staying with
I
the
wouldn't
ship?
have said that if she's in earshot.
Okay,
You
okay.
Are a bastard. I guess I'm going by myself.
All right. Who is
I'm not
going
very
back with
charismatic, so-
Rafik with Essie to the office?
I would probably go.
Okay. So just
On the
No.
way, I would
I
tell
will
her.
go, but I might be a little behind.
Hold on. Are you done flirting, you fucking asshole?
No, I'm not done. What do you know of Samira? Her hair is so unkempt. Perhaps if she tied it back or cut it short, it would be much better.
Well,
I could
wouldn't.
provide that service.
I would go gentle with that one. Take your time talking to her. If it's not about
I mean,
the
she
ship, she
looks like a
probably
busy
doesn't want to
woman.
hear it.
If that hair was out of her face, perhaps she would, enjoy the nice sea air better.
Well, just between you and me, when the ship's moving at high speeds and the winds are whipping through that hair, it's a sight to behold.
I believe it. So, do you know any dirt? You know any tea?
About what?
I don't know about anything.
Not that I'm going to share with a stranger.
I'm not a stranger. I am
Not yet.
Zafir,
Well, well, nice to meet you, Zafir. I'm Talia bint Ruffy.
and I do a very deep bow in front of her.
Okay. While you're bowing down, the ladle of soup appears in front of your nose. Look. You haven't tried it yet.
Does it smell good?
It smells very good.
Then I take it and I will eat it.
It is good.
Constitution saving throw.
She does say if you like it, make sure you tell the captain that we need the supplies for me to make food like this. I'm just saying. I can only work with the
what?
materials I'm given.
I could tell her. I don't know if she necessarily listens to me. I am just a humble barber.
Ah, does she need her hair done often?
I remain silent.
Okay.
Now that you said that, you know how you said about Samira, about being at sea and a sight to behold?
Yeah.
Well, when Essie is commanding her crew, that is a sight to behold.
I can't wait to see it.
Well, depending on the negotiations, I guess we will find out.
Well, fingers crossed.
Now about that tea.
I don't have any tea. I'm sorry. We do have coffee, though.
Oh, come on. Don't people talk around the
I don't get off
what
the ship
is this
much.
thing that you're cooking in?
It's a pot.
A pot. Don't people talk around the pot?
I mean, yeah, but I
Must
talked to
know
the crew.
something.
Yeah, you're very nice, but we'll save that for another time, shall we?
Talia, you were my favorite. And I walk
Oh! You see a little heart icon above her head crack.
Oh, damn.
All right, so Rafik, Essie, Taliba, and Akik are heading back to the office.
And I want to say to Essie, I would just be careful, think twice before indebting yourself to someone that you do not know.
Well, I know of him. He's pretty on the up and up. The only problem is, I think Abdul is right. If I'm to take this debt, I'm going to take it myself, so you don't get dragged down with me. Especially with potential shady dealings. But I appreciate the concern.
Just be careful.
I will.
Yes, I am concerned about the possibility of moving contraband. I'd rather not get involved in that.
Then you can stay in your little room and make your robots. Don't worry about what we do. I'll handle all that stuff.
But also, I wonder what I would do with such a crew. They are rather different from me.
I don't know. One of them looks pretty similar to you. Seemed to really hit it off.
Oh, what a racist.
Which,
Just because you can't see. Oh, you're not there. Fuck off.
Right, I'm not there.
Anyway. Sorry, I heard something in my mind and I just thought, I should respond out loud. My bad. It's like Abdul's, little person. Just happens sometimes. Please
oh,
continue.
you mean Talia? You
Yeah.
seem rather fond of her.
She's so cute, isn't she? She's such a darling. Oh, wait, that's me. She's so sweet. She's so cute. Yeah, stop
What
using
is
my
it?
name. All of you. The whole point is to not use my name because,
Oh, so we're supposed to call you darling?
yes. But she's saying this, not me being aggressive at you. She's being aggressive at you guys.
Okay.
But yes, because she's eventually wants to be a pirate, and so people shouldn't really know her real name.
Right.
Mhm.
Her pirate name is
Pirate
Darling.
name. Okay.
Yes. The darling of the sea. Not as cool as the ruby of the sea, but
Yes, what is it about her that
I'm looking at something on your sheet for a second.
strikes you so?
She's just so kind. I don't know, her accent. She was just she just seems so welcoming and charming. Do you want to take lessons from her?
So, not, and Taliba kind of mumbles, so it's not just I'm too old.
Do I hear that?
I don't know, maybe. Depends on
I'm
how
just gonna-
quiet he is.
Yeah, how quiet are you?
Somewhat, but probably not that quiet.
Okay, I'll just pat your head.
Taliba does seem a little bit, not always very socially aware, we'll say.
What a sweetheart. Don't worry, Taliba. I like you too.
Because Jamie went FK, just as I was going to say something about Zafir.
So now we talk shit about him.
Oh yeah, we could do that. After a 15-20 minute walk, you arrive back at the office.
Okay.
And he unlocks it and comes in, sits down, says, "Okay, so let's get down to business then. We will obviously we can haggle for the price, but thinking of starting the cost of the ship at 11,000."
All right. Yes, I definitely think haggling is in order. Your ship, the ship itself. Let's see. So it's been out at sea for 3 years. It has two masts, you said?
Yeah.
Which is why it sails faster, which is different than the others.
Yeah, generally the ships this size only have a single mast.
Okay. So that gives it value.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go for saying 850 or 8,500.
Right, I'm going to turn off his whisper so that you can see what he rolls.
Oh, I'm sure. How charismatic is this man? How persuasive is this man?
He looks like he's had a few dealings. He's a merchant after all, and a well-respected
yeah,
one.
that's true. Can't
I
know
will
if you don't
say-
try.
I will say it's not terribly low.
Okay. Yeah. I
Um,
mean, she'll still, it's haggling. So
How far behind is Abdul, and should she be stalling on actual negotiations?
I didn't hear you say anything about I'll be there in a minute. So
Okay.
it's what I was looking at Jamie's character sheet for, because he has an ability to basically be able to cross twice the distance in a city than a
stay
normal
behind.
person. Right, you stayed behind a little bit too. So I'm thinking if you stayed behind, Abdul stayed behind, and then you decided to try to catch up in time for the negotiations, then you could make it for the second and third portions of it.
Okay.
All right, so I want Hunter to make a persuasion roll, and I will roll his.
Ah,
Okay. Beat you by 5, so let's see. So you negotiate back and forth until it comes down to 8,000.
for me?
Yep.
He's gonna go down to 8,000 even though he won?
Yes, that's what the roll was for. Because, okay, the range was going to be anywhere from 11 to 4, depending on
Okay.
how well you rolled. If you
Okay.
had rolled a 20 and he rolled a 1, you would have got it down to 4,000.
Yeah, okay.
But because you rolled at all and you didn't roll a natural 1, it started at 11, then you said something like 4, then he went 6, and whatever. You wound up at 8.
Okay, perfect. I am completely fine with that, so perfect.
Now, as you are having this conversation, you see Abdul and Zafir, or you hear a knock at the door, and Rafik says, that must be your friends. Come in, come in. And you are allowed in. He goes, now, as we were saying, the ship has extra mast, which means it is faster. Jorah has reinforced the hull with some metal plating and rivets, which gives it above game more hit points. And a higher durability. These improvements did not come to me for free, and the materials are valuable. So we will negotiate to see if you want to keep them on the ship, or I can just have them removed. That will be another negotiations roll.
Okay.
You
all-
already paid the crew.
Yeah. Don't argue.
They're already on retainer, so you've paid them for the labor already.
All right, so
That
you're
was
doing the
gonna
haggling
be-
then? Is that,
Yes,
is that
he-
you rolling yours? All right,
I
Chris,
just
give
wanna
me a
ask the
persuasion
question,
roll.
though.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So, but he said that one of the people in the crew had done some of the work as well, right?
Yes, the carpenter.
Well, I wanna-
Jorah.
Bring that up and say, well, exactly based off of bouncing off of what Abdul says, like this, not only is it already done, it's already part of the crew that we're going to be paying for. So,
I'll give him an advantage for that.
ooh,
Chris, you can roll with advantage. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. All right. How many points is that difference? Let's see. That would be 17. So let's see. So for 200 dinar,
I will pay you that right now.
he started at 2,000. I forgot to mention that part. You negotiated it down to the point where he's like, fine, I see your point. They are already installed. It would cost me more to take them off than it would to say. No, you have a point. 200 dinar it is.
I will pay
But
that
now-
right now.
Don't say that. Don't tell him that.
Now there is
Well,
the
just-
cost of the crew. I have paid them already for a year of service, as I said before. That cost me a pretty penny, so we'll start the negotiations at 2,000 dinar for that as well.
And that's just the crew that doesn't
That is-
include like supplies and anything like that. It's
right,
just
that's
the
going to be
crew
on you
services.
because that's going to be port to port.
Cool.
But yeah, the crew 1 year. After a year, you have to renegotiate their contracts or whatever it is.
1 year from today.
1 year
Not
from
1
today.
year from when your contract started. 1 year from today. Okay.
Correct.
What did you pay them?
That is not important in this negotiation, is it?
Oh, it is, because if we have to renegotiate for their contract later, then we have to know what they were paid already.
That will be between you and the crew. I'm sorry, I cannot negotiate trade secrets with my. Go ahead and make your persuasion roll. Whichever you. I would say you because you just did that little.
All right. Normal?
Yeah, normal this time. Wow.
Natural one!
Wow.
Yeah!
Wow. Let's see. Okay. For every 18, it's. Wow. Okay. You kind of berate him. You argue with him. You convince him that the ship is worth more with the crew, and you bring up the point that he wanted potentially you to do jobs for him in the future, and so having the crew is like an investment, and he basically only adds 100 gold.
Wow.
Again, it started at 2,000. I like to
not
make
have paid them very much then.
Well, it's I think the average rate is like 2 gold a week.
They should swap to adventuring.
Well, this is
Well-
also like us taking over the contract versus actually like
Right,
paying them
that's why I
out.
said
So
he needs to tell us what he paid them.
Now, this is something that's slightly above game, but I thought I should tell you this now. These crew members can level like sidekicks. Meaning, if the entire adventure takes place on the ocean, if you gain a level, they will all gain a sidekick level. But if you are doing an adventure on an island or inland, if you want to take one of the crew members with you, and then they can get a level from that adventure, that's up to you.
And risk them dying.
And risk them dying. That is also true.
Well, it's like leveling up your Pokemon. You got to take a different crew member each time.
Right, but I want to be able to let them also kind of grow a little bit. The ironic part is most of them right now have more hit points than half of your party because of the basic, half challenge rating guys have 27 hit points or whatever. It's like, okay.
We're not a martial party.
Right. And Jim blows you out of the water with his hit points. He's like got 3 of you combined. He says, all right, so then the final total is 8,300 dinar. And you said you were just paying the
I'm going to
200 of it
pay-
up front, right?
I'm going to pay 300 up front. So I'm
300
going to
up front?
pay for
All right.
the extras and I'm going to pay for the crew up front. So that way it's literally just the ship.
I can give you another 100. That's gold pieces, right?
Right, dinar's gold, yep.
Yeah.
I can give you another 100.
If you want to, you can. You don't have to.
So
The
we
debt's only
have
going to be in my
do-
name, so
Right, but we're only beholden to him until we pay off all of it, right?
yes.
And he pulls out a
So-
contract.
So the faster we
And he makes some adjustments to the money amounts in each section. You see him begrudgingly cross out the 2,000 haggled for crew price and writing in 100. And it's like almost a visible painful as he wants to write that extra 0 and he just and then he turns and slides the document over to you. Gives you a moment to read it.
Can I just look over everything on the up and up?
Make an investigation roll.
I'll take a quick look at it.
Okay. The only thing that's concerning is
wrong roll.
tell me everything that's in here. What are you hiding? The only thing that's semi-concerning is where it mentions that he holds you in retainer in case of emergency. But even then, it's worded kind of wishy-washy, so you could probably if you have a pre-existing contract, it wouldn't bind you. Other than that, it seems to be legit. I was gonna say pretty
Okay.
legit. That implies not
No
legit.
weird interest payments or anything.
Right. And in fact, he never actually discussed a monthly payment. It's more pay when you can, as much as you can, when you can. If you go like 3 or 4 months without sending him a payment, then he might grow concerned.
Oh, this seafaring could be gone for like a year.
And he does have ways to contact Haroon. So he can get in contact with you as a group if an emergency arises or whatever.
Okay.
He says, "This was pleasurable doing business with you. I may have a job, so don't sail away just yet. The ship is, I believe, mostly stocked for the trip. You might want to check with Talia about that. But otherwise, here's the keys. Here's the deed or whatever, the proof of ownership. Congratulations, Captain of the Enchantress."
Thank you. Now I need a pirate hat.
And it's just after sundown now, so if you head back to the ship, they're down there doing ship things and whatnot. And I'm gonna say, for purposes of the game, you don't need to spend any money on supplies. It's been stocked. We'll cut back to Jim. Jim, you're staying at a little hovel somewhere that Rafik put you up in.
Yep.
And he sends you a little emissary page kid comes in and tells you whatever Master Rafik wishes to speak with you. He says he has learned something.
Oh. Lead the way, little one.
It's right this way. And he kind of takes off and runs, and whatever, you follow him through the city to the office. Rafik is just coming out. He's closing up shop behind him, and he turns. He says, "This is Gadab. I had a moment to speak with a few of the merchants. I was down at the docks showing some people the ship, and I asked around for a moment, and a man fitting your description was seen in Jesus as recently as last week.
How was I there? No, sorry. That was mean.
He is sailing for Ghana. And that can mean only one thing." And he looks at you expectantly like you know what that means.
No, I don't know.
Give me a history roll. It's a hard one, so I'm not expecting you to get it.
That's good.
He puts his hands on your shoulder. He says, "Gadab, I think he's going to try to use your map to enter the Festival of the Pearl."
Can I beat him there?
I don't think you can beat him there, but the festival starts within the next few days and lasts a week. He would be there all of this week. And if he's entering the tournament, this is great news. Why?
What is
Why
the
not?
tournament about?
How do you not know this? Every year, the Sultan of Ghana hosts a tournament. Captains from all around sign up. In 7 months' time, whoever can return to the Sultan with the greatest treasure or creature or wonder is granted the keys to the city, the food and drink free to them, praised by the Sultan, whatever they want within his power. Some say he has a Dao who is willing to grant a wish for only the finest captain, though no one has claimed it yet. But Rafik, listen. But Gadab, listen. I am Rafik. Listen. If you beat him, you could have the Sultan imprison him forever.
Yes. Yes.
Is this not a worthy,
I will
just way that
I will
fate
start now.
Well, now hold your horses, Gadab. You have to get to Ghana first. and it is not close by.
Well, which
Ghana
direction is it?
It is to the southwest. Ghana is in the cities of the Pearl. It is, I think maybe 10 days sail, maybe 8. 7 with a good wind. I haven't been down there in a while, but I might know a crew that can get you there.
That would
Meet
be
me on the
wonderful.
docks tomorrow at sunup, and I will introduce you, and we will see if we can make this happen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very good, very good.
I will
Everything's
bow
just
and-
coming up Rafik today. And he just walks off smiling. Would you have any action? Would anybody have any actions at night?
Yeah, kicking that guy out of the captain's quarters and making it my own.
Okay. My
What
charts!
kind
My charts! Why
I
are
will
you
be-
moving all
I
of
will
my
be
charts?
kind.
Who was it? The air
The navigator had his like astrology deck / navigation.
Don't piss him
headquarters
off.
Set up down there.
Know how to navigate. I don't need him.
How did my vibe checks on the crew go?
Everybody's pretty honest and pretty cheerful. Samira has a chip on her shoulder, maybe. She's hard to kind of get past the outer shell. Dumari seems to be all about his personal journey and his honor. Right? Think Klingon, right?
Is that the
Just
Lexington?
the elephant. That's Luxo. Yep. Little Fish just wants to make everybody happy until he has his own ship one day, which he seems to think is like next year.
Right.
And if left to his own devices, Jura is usually tinkering or fixing something on the ship.
Okay.
I will put all of their actual. Well, I'll do that now while I'm
Do
thinking.
you
of
get
it.
any, like relationship issues between any of does one
This-
not play well with another one, kind of a thing?
In the bio section of these, you can
Okay.
see
Zeke really
a
enjoys
little bit of
poetry
personality.
music.
Hmm?
Is it really secret?
I know. Not really, but he thinks it is. But I'm going to show you all of these so you can get a feel for who they are just from their little quotes and stuff in the bio section.
Alia, get your
So the
hand out of the soup.
So the yeah,
Collector of seashells.
I love that they all have a ship background too. It's just so good, except for
Samara's going to be
Arun.
difficult.
she is going to be a little difficult.
Good luck with Essie.
Oops, I don't know why I shared it again. I have to say, ChatGPT is like the greatest tool for this because it gave me the personality traits and I immediately locked in on voices and now I have, I think, probably the greatest 7 instant NPCs once I've ever made. I love this group. Don't get them killed.
It's not really up
You
to
know,
us.
Kill all crew.
you know who you're talking to.
I know, right? You know where you're going?
Sacrifice crew to
Do you know what month it
patron.
is? Sorry.
We're going to Ravenloft.
It always hurts more when you like them and they get killed.
Does it?
Sacrifice crew to patron as soon as possible.
Ouch. So it is the following morning. Essie is. I was gonna say establishing dominance with the crew, but I don't think that's really what you would do. What you're
No,
trying
she's
to
just doing checks.
build a
and-
rapport with everybody and make sure that they know where they stand with you in your crewmanship, and also explaining to your other 4 party members what you're gonna need them to do
Yeah.
on a ship.
I'm gonna see if I can pair up people. So I'd probably pair up Taliba and oh gosh, which one are you? Where are you? Dejara.
I'm gonna bring you here.
But basically, the point is, I'm gonna try and pair them up so that they're like they can all learn something from one another and kind of do it that way. And obviously, I'm gonna pair up with Samara.
You can see the ship now, right?
Yes,
I didn't know
all
if it was
three.
on all 3 decks. Well, Haroon's not going to be down there anymore. You kick him out.
Yeah, that's mine.
And Taliba's old token. If you didn't remember her hair, that was her old hair, Jamie, before you cut it.
Mm.
I'll get rid of that and put the new one on
She
there.
looks 20 years younger.
Right?
I'm sorry, she's a gnome. She looks 200 years younger.
Yeah.
Wait,
So the captain's
quarters in the
yeah,
pod?
on
was-
the aft.
Was gonna say, so 10% younger?
Sure.
Oh, is it having multiples again, or is it just me? Yeah. So that's the layout of your ship, and you notice I've got little fish up in the rafters there.
There's like 6 bunk beds in there.
Let's get me back up here. So it has the oars, but they can
Maybe
be
it's only
retracted
4.
into the ship and like stowed along the railings and stuff when you're completely under sail. But you won't get stranded in the ocean somewhere because
We all sleep in the captain's quarters?
No.
no, there's
Looks like
hammocks
it.
that get stretched around.
There's a pile of bunk beds in
Like
there.
a bunk beds in the captain's
It-
quarters.
It
It
looks
does
like
look like
the,
that. Yeah.
the sleeping quarters, kitchen, and map room.
I was annoyed that I couldn't find a good map, and the map ChatGPT tried to make for me look like a kindergartner drew it. So I actually paid for this one, but it also has a token, so I can use it for sea battles and ship maps and whatnot.
Can you don't have any ship map making on any of your map making?
I have pre-made ship tokens for that Roll20 gave me, but they're
Right.
like galleons and the wrong kind of class of ship.
No, I
You
just
really
meant
have a
like
ballista?
whatever that.
Yes,
That
you do have a
you do not
ballista. That was
thinking-
going to be part of the negotiation that I forgot to mention. He would take the ballista too if you didn't pay for the upgrades. But I forgot.
My ballista, and I'm taking
Yes, you
it
do
with
have a
me.
ballista. I think it's on the stats for the ship, right? Because that you should have the ship and all the crew in the in your journal now.
So I need to know who Abdul and Akik want to be partnered with. I have Essie with Samira, Zafir with Talia, and Dejura with Taliba. Oh, I did that backwards. But I need the two of you. Who would you want to be partnered with?
Partnered with?
Yeah, so,
You mean like bunk?
Mentor.
well,
Oh,
mentor to like learn, like just to, get her to know
Give
the ship.
instructions on the ship and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Dumari with someone?
No. So you want to be a
Keep it-
Dumari?
Yeah, Kiko would want to go with Dumari.
Okay, so I was gonna say that I didn't want to be racist. That you're both animals.
They probably have a similar
I,
worldview too.
That's the thing. I think we have a similar
I
worldview,
elbow
similar cultures.
Darling and make a rude no.
Would you get off it?
The elephant and the tiger.
Trunk can be used for more than one thing, you know.
Oh my god!
And then
Only-
I just pay Essie.
Have you heard of
denier.
docking?
I'm like, you already lost his bet.
Jesus. All right, Abdul, do you want to be with the Starry Eyes, the Whip Guy, or Little Fish?
Probably the Starya. Was he the Air Genasi?
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Alright.
feel like we would have respect for each other's intelligence and probably leave each other alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good enough. All right. So, and then when Jim Gadab finally joins us, you will have a choice, which is Little Fish or the Whip Guy. Sorry.
Definitely little fish.
Oh, that's
Stick
a
him
tough
with the Brad.
choice.
So the following morning, as you are getting up and making sure, checking supplies, going through a checklist to see that everything's on the ship, and Samira, I got it right, is kind of reluctantly relinquishing control because she has technically been the acting captain, and has assumed that she's first mate already.
Yes,
Unless you
yeah,
choose
that's
otherwise. Yeah.
no. She's gonna be first mate, but I'm gonna kind of let her do her thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to more step back and watch how she does things, and kind of try and see this more as a partnership rather than I'm taking over until I know how everything goes, how everything runs, and then go from there. But I don't.
Okay.
I as someone who's been on the sea, I can understand the protectiveness of a ship,
Yeah.
especially with the way that she has like presented herself already. So I'm not gonna come in and try and step on toes because she's obviously made herself a good ally, and I don't want to piss her off.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
get on
try
the right
and
foot
Nothing
early.
worse than getting
Exactly.
a manager that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
yeah, exactly.
That's
So
very true.
I'm just
Uh,
letting her,
Okay.
and hopefully she'll appreciate it. And if not, she can get the fuck off my ship. But for now,
So as the roosters are crowing across Huzu's, little fish yells out, "Hey, Rafik!" from the top of the ship. And the rest of you are not surprised as Rafik comes walking up the plank. I don't know why I got this music. We should have Oasis City playing. Anyway, Rafik is walking up the gangplank, hailing out to Samira and Essie, and behind him is a hulking mass of a Earth Genasi. He says, "Oh, Essie, I have
Yeah.
perhaps your first maiden voyage.
that
This
was
is a
fast.
friend.
Thank God.
This is a friend of mine. His name is Gadab. Gadab needs to get to Ghana as fast as your boat can take him there. I will pay you 400 dinar for the journey. Would you like to make a persuasion roll?
Yes. Might as well.
All right.
Which I probably shouldn't because, yeah, well, it's too late. I already did. But I was like, well, it's the first one. We should establish trust, but it's fine.
Well, remember, it only goes up once you negotiate. It's just a matter of how far up it goes.
Yeah.
I just already lost his stats because I closed it. Look at dummy. Named NPCs. There it is. Tie.
Keep in
All right.
mind, split 13 ways. I don't know if you're giving equal shares to the crew. It's only like 33 gold apiece.
Well, he agrees
Well-
with 500. You tie, so he'll give you 500 off your debt.
Okay.
for
Yeah,
this
we
job,
don't get
which
paid
is
for
kind of
these.
high for.
Right.
I would think it's kind of high for a shipping.
We're not part of this
Type
debt,
thing.
so we can just walk away.
But he does
any
mention
time.
that time is of the essence.
Okay.
He gives a very brief introduction to for Gadab to, well, I guess just to you really, and Samira, because she's probably right there. She like appears whenever someone walks up the gangplank. And then he'll bow and say,
Where are
"Safe
we going
journeys,
again?
Gadab. Ghana. Let's
Ghana.
go to the map of the world. Map of the world.
It's the one thing that I missed
Oops.
from Foundry
That's
is
not
that
what
you
I'm
could
looking
navigate the different pages.
Mm.
Yeah. So Huzu's is right
Ooh, excuse
here,
me. Okay.
and Ghana is down here.
Okay. Now, are we aware of any type of travel that would make it difficult?
There's some piracy in the Golden Gulf.
Mm.
Um,
Allies.
you have a very fast ship.
Allies.
And most pirate ships, if they're fast, they're also small. And if they're, big, decent, strong pirate ships, they're also much slower than you.
Okay.
Your ship, it has a, 40% seaworthiness, I think. So generally you'd want to stay to the coasts.
Okay.
You can cut across the sea, but then you run the risk if you hit a storm. That's a pretty low survival chance on a ship. I mean,
Yeah, that's fine.
of a ship that size.
Gonna.
But again, if you want to go fast, you'd want to go straight across the Golden Gulf. But that's
Sure.
considered open water. That's a little on the iffy side. So
Well-
good job. Rafik leaves. Wishes you luck. And so now I'm gonna sit back and let you do a good job thing, whatever he does.
He does stuff. He'll bow to Darling slightly and say, "Wave Mistress, I am fully capable of helping on the ship during our journey. Tell me where you wish me to be."
She will nod. What is your experience?
I have worked on previous merchant ships, helping move cargo before my captain and my ship was destroyed by a foul pirate.
Who is this pirate? Do you know?
He is who we are hoping to find in Ghana. What was it? It was Viper Eyes?
The Viper?
Yeah, Viper.
Just the Viper, yeah.
Yeah, he just has big eyes, that's right. No one has seen him and survived except I. His name is Viper.
Do I recognize the name?
Make a history with advantage. You are a sailor type? Yeah. I mean, you haven't been sailing recently, but you've heard whispers, yeah.
Okay. So I would know of his ruthlessness or lack thereof.
Yep.
Okay.
He generally has terrorized the Golden Gulf.
Okay. I slowly nod and then we will do what we can to get you to your destination and mayhaps help you with whatever you're trying to do.
Does that scale right?
There could be treasure
The scale is wrong.
Miles.
It's not
Yeah.
feet.
if you were to help me. But he is a dangerous foe, so
I am not afraid of danger.
you might
And
be
I like
afraid of
treasure.
him.
Well, then I'll just take his head as a trophy.
There, now it should say
It's a
miles.
warning. We can put it on the front of the ship
You see him
instead
put
of a
his,
mermaid.
you see him put his hand on his axe and stroke it. He says, "I'd like that very much."
Welcome aboard. She
Um,
will step out of the way and point you to there. I was going to have you be with Quasum, but if you are more than capable, I don't think you need to be hand in hand with someone.
I have done much of the grunt work on ships. I don't swim so well, but I am
I
strong.
can swim plenty for the both of us. We will
As
try not to
you-
let you get into water.
As you're having this conversation, Haroon happens to come up from below decks, and he stops. And he does a double take. And then he looks at Essie, and he looks at Zafir, and looks at Gadab, and a creepy smile comes across his face, and he says, "The stars are aligning. Truly great things are afoot." And he looks up at the sky and he makes the sign of the fates on his chest or whatever it is. And then he suddenly has a weird spring in his step that you haven't seen from this guy before. But he has his
Doesn't
charts and
partner
maps.
Poorly.
And he says, "So, Captain, do we have a destination in mind?"
We do, and she's gonna look at his map and point here, Ghana, as
Ghana.
quickly as possible, as safely as possible.
Yes, we should not go further than 20 miles from the shore if possible.
That sounds perfectly fine.
All right, did somebody do the mapping out to see how long it would take? Your ship can go what? 100.
Gale. Off.
Well, it should be in miles now, and it's really close. It's as close to 500 as I could get to the scale at the bottom.
It was about 1150 miles, I think.
And the ship can sail how many miles a day? I think it's in the stats. 144 miles a day.
Oh, wow. Oh, 1050 or so. Okay.
1050. Haroon pulls out an abacus.
So that's about 10 days.
Actually, more
If
like
we're
7.5.
cautious.
About 7.5 if you get good weather.
Mm.
So he's plotting a course with his little sextant and his little compass, and he's relaying it to Samira and Essie, whoever's going to do most of the steering and plotting and whatnot.
Yeah, I will do that, but she will be by my side
Okay. And when do we set sail, Captain?
immediately.
Samara shouts out, "You heard the captain! Let's raise anchor, let's get this boat moving." She immediately starts barking orders.
I will go right for the anchor to start pulling it up.
Okay. You know what to do when you're given an order. She doesn't have a whole lot of patience, so when she barks out to a keek, trim the whatever it is thing, and he just kind of stares blankly, she's already moved on to somebody else. So because of Essie's pairing up, Dumari says,
Oh, she means grab that rope there and attach it over here.
Thank you.
It's a little bit of a rocky start because 4 of you don't really know what you're doing, but the ship gets out into the harbor and underway. And I think that's probably the perfect spot to stop so that next time we get into the meat of the adventure,